All right, here we are, back again. We're just hanging out today, guys. We're chilling. We're vibing. We got some things to talk about, right? We have some things to speak about, some things to throw into the wind, some ideas, some questions, and that's what we're here today for. That's what we're here tonight for. I got my Arizona iced tea. I'm ready to chill, ready to vibe. Got my white V-neck on, living my best life. Vape's charged, ready to go. Oh, man. Week 1. Nact Week 1. What do we think? What do we think? If you're just coming in, make sure you leave a comment, say what's up, say hello, drop a chat. We're going to hang out for a bit and wait for some people to come in, and then we'll kind of move into exactly what we have planned. I'm wondering if we want to do a prediction for Stage 2. We might do that. I think we're going to do that, actually. We'll definitely do a prediction tonight on Stage 2. Probably have to pull up Photoshop if I want to do that, or maybe I'll make a fake prediction in the bracket. We also need to go over some videos. We did our clip competition, but there's some issues. So if we get like over 50 viewers today, we'll probably vote on the clip here because we think there might be some sus going on in the clip competition. Smoko, what's up? Welcome. How are you doing? Hello. We just started. You're not late, kid. You're not late. Oh, man. It's been quite the week, and this Sunday we're going to be casting Nact. GG's. Nact this Sunday. No, you're not. We were just watching, peeking first. I'm first. Zane Spam Heroes Assassin beats Carlos TOB. Will all team play with each other once? Okay. So here's one thing. I know there was a lot of people that were like very upset about the new format. So I will say this in Moonton and Assassin Dave and the defense of the people who put together this is we had some major time constrictions due to IESF, due to NA, etc., etc. So this was essentially the best idea to get in. I mean, this is completely hypothetical in my head. It could also be budget things because now there's less days, which means they can spend a little less money in putting together the event. And also, they're going to be spending more money for the grand final playoffs, which is going to be the top 4 teams. And it's going to be 2 days, so it's going to be in LA. So, like, we got to give and take here, right? We're getting a much better finals playoffs event than in the past. It was only the top 2 teams, a one-day thing. This time it's going to be 4 teams all together in LA, 2 whole days of live action. So, I mean, give or take, you know, for that reason, I would say if that maybe was part of the reason as well, you know, we save a little money during the season and we make a much better playoffs. I could get behind that. If that's again, this is just me I'm thinking like these are some of the ideas that went in my head of maybe why we're doing the bracket now. So that could be something. Could be a possible reason why, right? Now, whenever they told us cast was all about this, I did bring up one point that was okay. So essentially, the way that we're going to get seeded in the next round. So stage 1. I'm getting ahead of myself. Stage 1, BTK, TLB get top 2, meaning they're going to be seated on opposite sides again. I made a recommendation that there will never be the same first 4 matches as there were the last same first 4 matches. So, for example, if BTK faced against Kings of Fate in the first stage in round 1, they're not going to go up against Kings of Fate again in Stage 2 in the first round. They might see them later on in the bracket, but they're not. So they're making sure that, and they listened to me, they said that's actually not a bad idea. We'll make sure the first round always has different matchups. So essentially, yes, I do think every team at some point will play every other team. Is it going to be exactly even? Probably not. Some teams will play more often than other teams because they are going to win, and it is a bracket format. But now that we get into Stage 2 and Stage 3, it's going to be double elimination, so there is a bit more opportunity. And I do have to give it to Dave. One thing about this is it does kind of add a bit more stakes on the line. It gives a little more pressure on every day, to whereas, and he explained it like that to me, and it does make sense, right? Because in season, it's like, okay, early season, like, yes, the games are intense, like, but when you have a league format like MPL, it's also like, all right, who cares? If they lose, they lose. We'll see them. They have plenty of chances to get points. To whereas in a bracket, there's kind of this depth and weight there, right? There's kind of this like, if they lose this, they could get knocked out. We're not going to see them play for the next 3 days until the next bracket. And there's like this kind of stakes on the line, and it kind of adds a bit more of a hype effect, which I guess if we did this all the time, it would kind of get stale. But again, man, NA is just trying to find their feet, right? We're just trying to find our feet. Ray Ash, what's up, man? Why didn't you enter the clip competition, bro? You better enter the next one, or the meme competition that I'm going to be doing soon. I'm doing a $50 prize pool for best clip of me. Could be funny, could be whatever, but best clip from me from NACT or from streams or whatever. So yeah, Rayash, join the next one. Free money for you, bro. Free money, bro. There's a lot of things to talk about today, guys. There's a lot of things to talk about. VYs aren't going to be in Season 12. Does that mean they're not going to play at M5? Does anyone know if that's a reality? So, like, if VYs aren't playing in Season 12, they're probably definitely not going to play in M5. If Blacklist makes it to M5, they're probably not going to play, right? Probably not going to play? Like, they're not going to sub them in last minute. That'd be kind of crazy, wouldn't it? Let me hear the speculations, guys. Do we really just think it's because they are... BTK to M5, what do you mean? Why casters switch up when one team loses? What do you mean? And it wants to have more BTK versus TOB. That's why they did the bracket? Maybe, bro. I don't know. Hello, sir. Lord Bimskew. Lord Bimuski. How's it going, man? Bimski. Oh, yeah, MPL rules will not allow change teams. And so unless they come in like halfway through the season, they're smoked. It's cold. What's up, man? So what do we think? Do we think it's... So I think there's like two possibilities on the whole VY situation, right? Like either they really are, they've been grinding their ass off playing for the past several years, and maybe they really are like getting closer to retirement mode. Could be possible. Rayash, join the Discord. It should be in my description, or you can go to my community tab and you'll see it there. I posted it there. I think there's, so like they really could be like getting close to retire mode, you know, and I get that. They've been playing for a long time, haven't they? Venus has been playing forever. Wise has been playing forever. They've been on so many world stages in the past 2 or 3 years, even before that. So like it could totally be time. Or it could also be that they feel like this is just not a meta for them. That like it might finally be time that we have to switch things up. That maybe we need to bring in someone else, you know. And I think it's probably a slight mix of both, because also it's like they probably are ready to retire or ready to at least take longer breaks and stuff, and maybe they come back. And also, like, Blacklist has to start preparing for that, right? Like, if Blacklist wants to be a ongoing presence in MLBB esports, they have to be prepared with eventually players who are going to take their spots. So either way, I think it makes sense. It's like it is what it is. I just wonder how Blacklist will do without them. So I'm about to post the new hot seat interview. We have an interview coming with Fallen from Team Avalon, the jungler, ex Simpsons. That's going to be the next piece of content we're posting. And I also have this idea, guys. I have this idea for some upcoming. This idea that's been circling around my mind, and it would be like the first. It would be the first videos set that I would really put a lot of time into. I'm like writing a script for it, and it would be a lot of mining content from old M3 videos, M4 videos, etc., etc. And pretty much this idea would be the greatest games in ML history, and I would do like some of the greatest moments in ML history, and I would pick like one game and do a whole script on that, and I would never actually be in the video. It would just be like a voiceover, and it would be clips, like montages. And I think it's a really cool idea, and I'm thinking about doing it. I've already started a script for the first video. The hard part is really going to or the annoying part is really just going to be finding all the clips and editing the video. That's going to be the hard part. So I'm going to make a... Oh my god, authorization. Captain YT, what's up, man? Yo, 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 yo. Or yeah, should I like free bag? So we're probably going to vote tonight on these clips, maybe on stream. Not going to lie. Because there's some sussiness going on in the Discord votes. One person has like a bunch of Discord votes, but like all the accounts that voted for him look like fake accounts. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie, yo. Not going to lie. So we might be voting on the clips here. Might be the best way to do it. Where's my authenticator? You know what I hate? The authenticator app. It's freaking dumb. Let's be real, guys. It's really dumb. Hey, Trex with the big white clock. What's up, y'all? Jon Snow. Hey. How's it going, guys? All right, so we're going to do predictions on stage 2. I will be casting this weekend. Sorry, I'm setting up my thing to do predictions real quick, guys. I'm setting up predictions. Participants. Okay, so we have BTK, Adam Bulk. BTK, TOB, Avalon, KOF, A77, Bloodhounds, Aggravate ones. Who am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who am I missing? Night Horde. Bracket. All right. What's this looking like? It's Ohio Brothers versus Aggravate ones. It's Bloodhounds versus Area 77. BTK versus Night Horde. Avalon versus Knights of Fate. Start accepting predictions. Create a prediction. Okay. Okay. We're in there. Boom. Am I doing play-by-play? I do play-by-play every time. What do you mean? How do I choose? How many of us are streaming right now? What do you mean? All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Stage 2 predictions. I need you guys to do something real quick if you're watching the stream right now. If you're watching the stream right now, go to that link, like the video, leave a comment. Like the video, leave a comment. Go to that link, like the video, leave a comment, come back. Appreciated. You can watch it later. Okay, let's see what we got here. TOB versus Aggravate ones, Bloodhounds versus Area 77, BTK versus Night Horde, Avalon versus KOF. And this is how it works, right? Boom, 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 boom. So, we learned a lot from teams. I think first round, most of these aren't too bad. Again, there's going to be 2 matches that could be pretty interesting. So TOB versus Aggravate ones, I think this is going to be easy GGs for TOB. Probably going to, possibly could be like a stomp, honestly. It could just, you know. TOB looks strong, very strong right now. Maybe even stronger than last season. Maybe even stronger than last season. I think best player looks much more comfortable. I think they all look a little more prepped, more ready. The team just seems smoother. And now you have Zia in the gold lane. And Zia was just a monster last weekend. Zia was a monster last weekend. There are no arguments about it. Zia was that dude. He was that dude. All right? He was that guy. He was him. No questions asked. He was him. After that, we have... Hold on. Let's start recording. All right, so I think TLB ends up taking aggravate ones. Like I said, TLB just looks well oiled. They look good. They almost look better than they did last season. Aggravate ones still looking like the low brow of these 8 teams. They have a lot to prove if they want to try to earn some stripes here. And because it's not like a season, it's hard to get a whole lot out of this. If you're just getting knocked out quickly in these brackets, you don't get a lot of time to practice against all the teams, which is kind of sad because it doesn't really give to the effect of like helping build up the smaller teams. Towards the season, that was one thing I do like about the season, is you had teams like Lamy Top that honestly felt like they were getting better over the season. Whereas here, it's a bit harder to do that because you don't like continuously play every week. So after that, Bloodhounds versus Area 77. This is a hard one. I'm not gonna lie. You guys will see all the caster predictions, but honestly, I think it was pretty split. In the end, I think most of the casters went with a certain team, but I felt like for some reason it was kind of tough for this. I was surprised when I saw some votes. Personally, Area 77 definitely looks a little sketch right now. But Bloodhounds didn't look. They didn't really look. Yeah, they had like a good game 1 last week. They had a decent match beforehand. But it wasn't like it wasn't anything crazy. When they moved forward, their weaknesses started to show, and you could just kind of tell there might have been some issues, you know? Is my chat working? I don't know. They still seem like... One thing I was excited about Bloodhounds is it felt like they had finally kind of come back. They weren't playing like they did in previous NACTs where like they were constantly trying to break the meta. But then we saw them do things that they were doing that, and it kind of got me worried for them. But again, they look strong. They definitely look better than they ever have before. But Area 77 also deals with some of these same issues. But the reason why I'm going to pick the team I pick is because I feel like Area 77 does end up winning out due to experience. This game, though, that's a hard one for me. It's a really hard one for me because I do feel like Bloodhounds could take this. And I think a lot of the other casters think Bloodhounds could take this. But something, I don't know. My guesses in season sometimes are pretty bad. Not gonna lie, but I think Area 77 ends up taking this. Bloodhounds goes to lower side. After that, BTK versus Night Horde. I think BTK wins this, possibly 2-0. I think TOB wins 2-0. This could definitely be a 2-1 game, either way. I think Area 77, let's say Area 77 beats Bloodhounds 2-1. I think BTK beats Night Horde 2-0. I hate to say it, but I think they do. Avalon versus KOF is going to probably be another interesting game. KOF still definitely has some room for improvement, I would say. But Avalon looks good, man. Avalon looks really good. I think I have to give it to them in this. I think I got to give it to them. Oh, I didn't do that. What are you talking about? Stop. I don't know why it's doing this. I didn't want to put. It skipped all the way ahead. I think 0. I think the team still has like. I think KOF can definitely be a number 4 team, right there with Area 77 or Bloodhounds, or even Night Horde really. But I think there still might need a little more time. And again, it's said that this is a bracket format, so I think Avalon takes this. Avalon has looked like really good around the board, man. Avalon has looked really good around the board. They definitely, like, from even before NACT started, they looked great in scrims from what I heard. They were beating a lot of teams, a lot of big-name teams. So we'll see exactly how it pans out for them. But I think they definitely beat KOF here. We'll continue the upper bracket for now. TOB versus Area 77. You know, my argument for them almost losing to Bloodhounds is because Area 77 still has a lot of kinks in their armor, a lot of issues I think they need to deal with, and those are issues that TOB is definitely going to exploit, and I think TOB ends up winning this. BTK versus Avalon. So, BTK looks very strong, but I do, like, per usual, BTK kind of has their issues. It's like BTK, when the pressure's on them, they always shine, man. They always do so great. But like, and I say this about them before, and I say it about it again. When it's still like mid-season, when it's still just a bracket, it seems like they still have some hiccups always to deal with, or like they just like, I don't know, they whiff sometimes. They whiff sometimes. They make mistakes. It's almost like Mobazane plays best when he's on an in-person stage with all the weight on his shoulders of everything. To whereas, like, when we're in something like this where it's like, okay, even if even if you lose this, you're still probably going to get to playoffs. It just feels like, you know, it's not there. I will say that I think, does Avalon get the win here? That would be a big upset call, right? I'm going to play it safe. I think BTK beats Avalon here. I think BTK beats Avalon here. But I do think Avalon could cop the dub. Avalon could definitely cop the dub. You know, I hate like playing these, so like you know why I think people enjoy some of my, because I always do like some hot takes. I always like I try to make my bracket a little different. Honestly, I really want to put Avalon here almost, but I think BTK takes this. Down to the lower side, Aggravate Ones versus Bloodhounds. Bloodhounds 2-0, 2-1. I think Bloodhounds is only going to continue to get stronger through here. Night Horde versus KOF. Ooh, I think KOF wins this. Bloodhounds versus Avalon, man. This is tough because I almost feel like my feelings are getting a little involved. Like, I want to see Bloodhounds take a dub, man. I really want to see Bloodhounds take a dub, but I don't think they have it in them to beat Avalon just yet. I don't think they have it in them to beat Avalon just yet. After that, KOF versus Area 77. I think KOF take the win. Area 77 also still has a lot of things to work on. I think, though, by this time, like, it could get greasy. It could get real. And, like, if this is how the bracket falls, it means, like, Bloodhounds and Area 77 still have a shot for the number 4 slot. But it's not going to be easier. Like, they have to, like, deal with Avalon next, or they have to, like, KOF. They have to knock out KOF early on next time. It could definitely be really close for the number 4 slot. Like, we're talking, like, maybe possible ties. So, TOB versus BTK. I think at this point, TOB is going to beat BTK probably again. here's the thing. I think TOB might beat BTK here. And I think Avalon beats KOF here. I think BTK beats Avalon here. But then I think BTK wins. I think by this point, BTK is going to kind of learn some of their issues, is going to kind of know some of their issues, and they end up winning. I think either way, BTK gets first place this bracket. Whether they get there through the top or through the bottom, I think they get first place. But I think they could I think they could win. I think they win this bracket. That's why even if, like, let's put it this way, I really want to do like a hot take and put like Avalon here, BTK this way, and then BTK beats Avalon. Because I think that could happen as well. Like, I think BTK could get knocked down here from Avalon. But again, we're playing it kind of safe. Like, there's a lot of possibilities here. I think the most interesting possibility would be like BTK getting knocked down early. Or like Bloodhounds beating Avalon here and making a third place run. Woo! That'd be hype. This would be like a really cool bracket right here. If Bloodhounds got to third place, that would be a really cool bracket. That would be hype. Like, I don't know, when I look at some of these possibilities, I just think of like how it would feel casting this bracket, and I just feel like it would be really hype if like Bloodhounds like lose to Area 77, then they make this bottom bracket run to third place. It'd be epic. Definitely be epic. KOF could be Avalon. Avalon could go, KOF could end up moving here. Avalon could beat Night Horde. Beat this. KOF loses to BTK. I think now we're getting all crazy. It could be like this. I would enjoy seeing like a different team make it to top 2. I would enjoy that. Honestly, like if my dream, this is going to sound crazy, right? My dream would be if somehow TOB and BTK got knocked out first round, because then round 3 will be insane. Because here's the thing. If TOB and BTK win this, get first and second place again, then it just makes the third place bracket a battle for the number 4 slot, essentially. But if somehow they were to get knocked out early here and some other teams got a bunch of points, then it would make round 3 such high pressure. Such high pressure. It would put everyone would have to play their best in round 3. My worry is that we get this again, TOB, BTK, Avalon third, and then it's like, bro, like these guys, what are they even, like Night Horde and Aggravate one? I don't even think it's possible for them to get to the number 4 slot. I don't know. I don't think there's any team that can knock out BTK or TOB right now. That's the problem. At least not knock them out. Like maybe someone gets an upset win early on, but they're not going to lose again. Like even if TOB somehow lost Area 77, what are they going to do? They're going to then, what are they going to, that would be crazy. I don't think that would actually happen though. They're going to lose to KOF. I don't think so. Let's say Avalon goes here. They're going to lose to Avalon. I don't think so. BTK beats Area 77. TOB, like either way, like no matter how you think about it, it feels like these two end up at the top 2. But it's always exciting to see that not happen, right? It's always exciting to see that not happen sometimes. It would be hype, It would definitely be hype. It'd be a vibe, yo. I have to send this link. We were just talking about VY's not playing in Season 12. I don't know, man. It could mean a lot. It could, do we still see Blacklist make it to M5? With Bren and Echo both there? I don't know, man. In a completely different roster? Not a completely different roster. Like, now you have Oheb, Haji, Edwards still. Who's going to be jungling? And who do we think is jungle and roam? Like, who's filling in for those slots? Do we know? Do we know, guys? Do we have an idea of who we think is filling in for those slots? Sensui? Where did Sensui come from again? Sensui was not RSG. Sensui. Wait, is Sensui RSG? Who did Sensui play for again? I guess he did just play for he played for Onic. Onic PH. Rennie J for Rome, but I don't really feel it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, yo. I don't know. So we got this problem. How many of you guys voted in the clip competition? Hi. How many of you guys voted in the clip competition? It feels a little, I don't know, man. Something feels off. Something feels off, guys. Osu General's streaming. All the rosters were revealed. MPL, PH. They weren't released on here? The roster reveals weren't released on here? Looks iffy, Captain YT, huh? Looks a little sus, bro. Something don't feel right, you know? Did I upgrade my setup? Not exactly. I mean, how long ago are we talking? I've added some plants, some nature, some little lights in the background, you know. Nothing too crazy. Who's got the best player intro? This is a pretty cool player intro. Okay, that's a vibe. Should we just look them all up so we're not watching them on his channel? MPL, PH, S12, roster reveal. First we'll do Omega.
Isa ka naman, uy.
Should we record it? We'll record this too. Why not? Let's record some more content. My cam is not grainy anymore, bro. It hasn't been grainy in a long time. What do you mean? I don't think I've had a grainy cam in like forever. Hopefully not. All right, let's do some reactions on roster reveals. Now, we're literally just going to kind of react. We're not really reacting to, like, what players are actually going to be on what teams. I'm more of just reacting to how cool I think the videos are. I'm not going to lie, guys. We're just reacting to how cool we think the videos are. We like the music.
Isa ka naman,
This
uy.
is for Omega.
Yun lang. Late game lang, par lang muna.
We got to turn it down a little bit. I'm going to get demonetized for this, but it's okay.
Patay ito, pre.
I like that room.
Patay ito.
I love the music choices. Spidey?
Game, last take.
Sometimes these are so goofy.
Spidey, Jom. Kakain na.
I'm not gonna lie.
Kelra, Tumak. Tara, kain na. Andoryo, Toyota. Tara, kain tayo.
Posron, ano ay magiging tang natin?
Akong bahala. Kain lang kayo dyan.
Ay, hindi na tayo order ko. Saglit.
They're so long.
Ayan, sabay mo na saan, Tumak.
I can't understand what you're saying.
Uy, bunak.
Gina.
Chaknu! Chaknu! Chak Mamba!
Bunak, bakit ngayon ka lang, pre?
That's like the big hype moment.
Uy, bunak. Welcome back. Tara, kain. Sabay ka na sa amin. Oh, may nag-order pa ba sa inyo?
Teka coach, tignan ko kung ano. Uy, ano to, kambing? Tawagin ko nga sila coach. Guys, may dumating nga. Hindi tao, hindi rin order. Ito, tingnan nyo.
Kung sino man nagpadala niyan, baka may gusto kayong parating sa akin ng mensahe.
Bro, it's been hot in this room. I don't know why, bro. I think I need a new wall unit. Sounded kind of like you said Trex there. Coach Rebo.
Kompleto na ba?
No, not Coach Rebo. Okay. Alright, we're done. TNC has...
Isang nakakalungkot na trahedya ang naganap sa biyaheng tagumpay ng
This is a good one.
Ayon sa mga otoridad, hindi pa alam kung ilan o kung sino-sino ang mga nakaligtas.
TNC's got the coolest video so far. This is a cool video. Let's be real. This is the coolest video so far. Here lies TNC, season 10 and 11. All right, we got to take a second. Hold on. I think I just heard. For those of you that don't know, most of the time when I'm streaming, my daughter's sleeping in another room. It's hot. And we might, normally she doesn't wake up at this time, but occasionally she does wake up at this time. So I might have to cut the stream a little early tonight. I plan to like hang out and actually chat for a while and watch some content, but I may not be able to do that. I'm sorry. Luckily the stream isn't getting too crazy. Manny, what's up? We just been hanging out. We did a little prediction, did a little stuff, nothing crazy. But we might actually have to cut the stream early. Looks like my daughter might be waking up. It's hot, bro. And for some reason, my room's been hot as shit lately, bro. For some reason, my room's been hot as shit. Yeah, we're going to have to call it, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Much love. Until next time. But we have to go do dad things. Dad life. Crazy world. Love you guys.